Welcome, YouTube. This is Emperor Dion waking up in the rolling wage cage. More or less, this is just going to be a little bit of a video of me whining, but not of inquodum or anything like this. Not that I am an inquo. I told you guys I have a girlfriend. I mean, she's not here, but, I don't have those kind of issues. And even if I didn't have one, I wouldn't be talking about that. Now, I'm just going to be complaining about some things that went down last night. Because this is a big reason why I don't want to be trucking so much. I'll do it here and there when I need a little bit of extra dough, but I'm not trying to make this into a career. It's not a good career, guys. Literally, the three things that'll kill you in life, these three things for sure: trucking, fucking, and sucking. As in sucking cigarettes. Not sucking you know what, but sucking cigarettes. Trucking, fucking, and sucking. Those three things will kill you. Any one of them. Okay, so trucking, this industry is no joke, guys. It's really no joke. I call it a cursed industry, to be honest. This industry is cursed. There's so many unpleasant things in trucking that you're going to inevitably run into. And I had the displeasure of running into a good number of those things yesterday. So, for some context, I'm in Houston, Texas right now. Houston, Texas is it's one of the great American cities, but it's a piss hole city, just like most cities are in America, where there's a lot of crime and there's a lot of shady people walking around in general. So you get the picture with that. I'm sure if you're familiar with American cities, some of you might live in one. But yeah, I'm in Houston, Texas, and I was coming in from, where was I coming in from? I was coming in from some town north of San Antonio. So I came in from there over here to Houston to drop off a load. And then I get to the place. I'm delivering to Kroger, by the way, which Kroger, if anybody knows anything about trucking, Kroger is one of the worst places to deliver to, because their process to get through is the most convoluted fucking bullshit. The way their yards are set up is stupid. The way their guard shack is set up is stupid. The guards are usually like a Keisha, a fat ass Keisha that got hella attitude. And I noticed that's an issue with Kroger in particular. Fat ass Keisha's at the guard shack. What else? They often are very finicky about when you can deliver. So they'll have a very set appointment time, and if you show up early, it's oh fuck you. You gotta go away with our load and come back at this certain time. I'm here now. Why don't you fucking just take it now? I'm here early. Don't you want your shit early? Fuck. But Kroger's like that in particular. And on top of that, at Kroger, you have to pay them to unload their shit off your truck. That is a load of bullshit. That's what you could expect delivering a load to Kroger. So that's what I had to put up with yesterday, delivering a load to Kroger. So I got there early, and lo and behold, they told me, yeah, you need to come back at this certain time. And it's fucking 6 or 7 hours early on this shit. So imagine, in trucking, you got a time limit where you can only drive for so many hours. And if you're just sitting there after you started your clock, you're going to be running down that damn clock. And I've already ran down my clock at least about a few hours already getting here. So I'm going to be sitting there with a depleting clock, waiting 6 hours just to come back. And the unloading process is for sure going to be at least another hour or two at the minimum. So you can kind of see, okay, this is not a good situation already. I'm going to be running the risk of running out of my drive time, my drive hours. And I called up my driver manager and let him know that, hey, dude, this is looking tight. I'm not going to be able to get in and get out and still have hours. So he's like, oh, no, you got plenty of hours, man. I don't understand what you're talking about. You've got plenty. So basically, my driver manager was gaslighting me, too, because here's another thing in trucking. They don't really care about what you're working with as far as like your hours, and all they care about is that you got the hours to get there. Yeah, of course, you dipshit. Yes, I have the hours to get there, but I'm telling you, I don't have the hours to get out. That's the problem. But he didn't understand that, or he didn't give a shit. He's just some dumb wagey in his cagey, just like I am. He don't give a fuck about these little nuances. So he basically just gaslighted me about it, which is basically, oh, you better be there or else we're going to blame you. And if you run out of service time, we're still going to blame you, even though this is like an untenable situation here. Like, trucking is full of situations like that, guys. Trucking is full of situations like this. And on top of that, if you get pulled over with like a violation on your hours of service, that's either a big fine or potential jail time. I mean, they probably won't take you to jail, but you don't want a fucking fine. Definitely not. Definitely not. So, like, situations like these are very, very common in trucking. So, like, this is the reason why I call it a cursed industry, because you're constantly ending up dealing with bullshit like this. So, I get to the place at the time that they told me to, and lo and behold, it comes out happening just like I said it would. I get in there, I'm unloading, I have to pay to get the load off my truck. And then while I'm there, my drive time runs out completely. So now I'm in violation. Happened just like I said it would. But, oh, that's not their problem. It's your problem, buddy. So you gotta, okay. So you want to know what I did? You know, I just took the truck and I rolled it ever so slightly to where it's not going to trip the EOD to start clocking my time and put me in violation. And I was rolling real slow out of this place once I finally got unloaded and everything. And I just rolled out onto the street. And luckily there was a dang on road construction right outside of the place with a barricade. So I rolled up in front of that barricade, backed up to the barricade, and hit the sleeper berth right there. And fortunately, this seems to be like not a very high traffic area. There's not a lot of cars driving down this road, I can tell. So there's that, fortunately. And there's also the fact too that at nighttime this area is kind of well lit, so maybe I don't have to worry about getting accosted by crime or criminals either so much. So fortunately it turned out into that situation for me. That was very, very lucky, guys. If I hadn't got lucky like that, I would have just been out here screwed, pretty much. And then they would have called and blamed me for it, too, even though there's nothing I can do about it. So these are the type of situations you can get into with trucking. Very, very common. And this is if you know what you're doing, by the way. I can only imagine for a newer driver or someone who's brand new out here. I can't even imagine. Like, I remember what it was like when I was new with this shit. Like, trucking was... I mean, I liked it. And I still like trucking. I still like the driving part of trucking. Like, I still like that. That's what makes it bearable to me, because I like to drive. But everything else about trucking is just complete bullshit, guys. It is complete. And it also on top of that, trucking doesn't pay. Trucking doesn't pay as well as it used to, too. Like, I remember I used to be making more. I used to definitely be making more money than I'm making now, for damn sure. And part of that, it has to do with the fact that I'm working for a different company now. But still, like, if you're making like $1,000 a week, that's poverty wages in trucking, my guy. And that's what the majority of people are making. And a lot of people are making less than that too, by the way. I could imagine making less than that. But that's the kind of the reality in trucking. You ain't really making that much money doing it. And yeah, it's a big learning curve to it as well. So, good God. Look at that fucking shit box that just drove past me. This dude got half his dang on wheel falling off and rolling down the road. You see all kind of crazy shit. Cities, my guy. And you're out here in it. You're out here in the thick of it if you're a truck driver. So, I mean, it's also like a big safety concern. Just yesterday, I had 2 lot lizards approach my truck. You know what a lot lizard is, right? These people that roam around the truck stop, usually a girl, but not always. But I had two girls, two women, older looking women, older like meth addicted, crack addict looking women. One on was black, one on was white. Like they came up to my truck. Well, the black one didn't actually knock on my window, but she looked like she wanted to. She came up to my truck. She didn't knock. I guess she might have saw, oh, this a ninja. He ain't got no money. But the white girl, she went up and knocked on my door and asked me for some dang on money to buy some food. And I told her, hey, you know what? You looking pretty rough. If you want some food, I'll take you in the store and I'll buy you some food. But I'm not gonna just hand you no money. I was like that with her. She's like, oh, thank you, sir. I'll go see if I can find some money elsewhere. And she went on about her day and I didn't see her again. Good. Because I went back into the back to make sure she couldn't come back anyway. So you deal with sketchy shit like that in trucking oftentimes too. I mean, well, it's not extremely common, but you will face it inevitably. So it's that type of deal, especially nowadays too, where everybody's going broke and people can't even find a fucking job. Like there's more people out here than I remember. I distinctly remember back when I first started trucking, like there were a good amount of homeless people back then, but it wasn't nowhere close to like what I see now as far as like the homeless too. There's a lot more homeless now than I remember there was when I first started trucking. And again, you see this type of stuff like most definitely if you were a truck driver, because you're out here in it. You're out here living this life. You see it. So you will notice details like this inevitably. So I don't know, guys, like the only reason I'm here right now doing this, like you guys who saw that one video I made, you guys know my situation. Basically, I ended up spending or losing a bunch of money while I was in Denmark. I mean, mostly my fault. Like, I shouldn't have been trading stocks, but, that's most of the reason why it went down like that. I was trading some stock, and then it went south on me, and then, it's like, bro, I gotta come back and start working for a little while to shore this up. And that whole situation has recovered a good bit. Even now, like, I haven't even made my first paycheck yet, and that situation has kind of turned itself around most of the way. So I'm pretty confident I'll get my money back on that. But I'm still going to have to do this for a few months to get my... Not really necessarily to get my money up, but to just further reinforce, like, my good financial standing and to ensure that I'm not going to be up shit's creek financially. That's more or less what it is. Me doing this right now is basically my insurance policy against going broke. Like, there was little chance I was going to go broke in the first place. But, guys, you got to realize, I fear going broke so much to the point where, yeah, I'm going to preemptively and proactively, do things to prevent that. I don't even want to come close to that being a possibility ever. So that's why I'm out here, guys. That's why I'm out here. It's better for me to be doing this and making some money than to be sitting around doing nothing. And relying on my stock portfolio. No, as much as I can, I need to take the pressure off of my stock portfolio when I'm not actively, like, out and about. And I need to stop making stock trades, too, for damn sure. Like, I already was in the habit of not making those often, but I fucking got greedy for a little bit and tried it. It went south on me. So, lesson learned there. Once this situation is entirely resolved, I'll let you guys know. I won't be doing that again, and I won't have these issues again. Hopefully I won't have to come out here and do trucking again, because there's lots of issues with trucking. Trucking's getting worse too, by the way, guys. It's not the lifesaver that it used to be. Because I noticed, like, the truck GPS app that I use on my phone now too, they used to be free. Now they're charging a subscription, a $4.99 subscription, just to use the same features that I've been using for free for years. Trucking's getting worse in all these little ways, guys. Also with the whole safety thing, like, they're being much more anal about stupid little safety things. Like, it's not It's not the gravy train that it used to be, and it's not the lifesaver that it used to be, and it's not as chill as it used to be either. So I definitely don't want to be out here trucking long term. No, I just use it as a kind of buffer against the possibility of going broke. I don't even want that possibility to come up, guys. I'm not going back to poverty. I will not. I will not. Okay? So that's all it is. And I'll finish up these few months of trucking, and I'll be out of here again, and things will be peachy keen, Dairy Queen. I just made that up on the fly. But this is all I got to say for this video. This has been Emperor Dion the Lion, and I will see you guys in the next one. Please like, share, and subscribe. Later.